For today's activity, we will do the same thing mostly that we have already done, which is to put our ideas into 3 steps. This is great chronological, logical, procedural writing. 3 steps are easy to remember. The only twist, the only change today is that we will use this word but between the first and the second step. And it's important and helpful as a writer. But before I talk about that, I want to say again that if you haven't understood everything Nietzsche wrote, that is okay. That's no problem for now. In the future, I hope you will read everything we have looked at in this course for yourself, because I want you to develop your own point of view. The strength of your own point of view is like the strength of your body. It helps you be healthy. It helps you protect yourself. And that's why we've looked at Nietzsche. This is a little bit difficult, but just stick with me. Nietzsche's writing is very powerful, and for that reason, certain people in Europe responded to it. For example, Mussolini, who was the head of the Italian fascist movement. In fact, many of the fascists of Europe responded to Nietzsche, and those fascists drove towards the Second World War, right? It's quite difficult, and this is maybe not true, but let me say it, that maybe without Nietzsche, there is no Second World War. That's probably not true, but maybe without Nietzsche, the Second World War looks very different, and I think the Axis forces are much weaker. And that's what I mean. If you develop your own point of view by understanding how real and powerful language is, then it is more difficult for someone to twist your mind or lie to you. Most of us who like Nietzsche and who read Nietzsche would say that those fascists were twisting Nietzsche's meaning. They were actually wrong, but they used the power of his language. Just like you can use the power of a gun or the power of a car, they used that power for something bad. I want you to develop your own point of view. Never just agree with me, never just agree with Nietzsche, never just agree. Develop your own point of view, strengthen your own mind, and decide the life you want to live. So now, back to good writing. As you develop your point of view, you will need to communicate it. And a strong way to do that, as we've said, is with 3 steps. In both Benjamin Franklin's writing and in Nietzsche's writing, this word but is at the beginning of the second step. And that's very helpful. If I'm reading and I know there's 3 steps, I go step 1 and then I skip step 2. I'm busy. I don't want to read everything. Step 1, oh, step 3, okay, right? If you use this word but right at the beginning, it means I can't skip. It means there's something important. If you say, Aaron, if you want to fly a rocket, first, set up the rocket. Second, but do not start it right away. Wait 15 minutes for the metal to cool. Third, start the rocket. I cannot stop reading here. I cannot skip because you've told me, don't skip this step or you will do it wrong. By using this word but, you hold the reader through the second step, and then of course they finish on the third step. That's what we'll do in our class today. We'll write activities on pieces of paper, like flying a rocket or making a sandwich. And with your partner, I just want you to break that activity into 3 steps and use this word but for the second step. For example, when you want to make a sandwich, first, bring all the ingredients into the kitchen, but second, don't just put all the ingredients into the bread. Choose the ingredients you want. Then third, you can steam and press the sandwich. This is what we're practicing in our activity today.